Quite the view we have from over here. The city of Lothric beyond. We are off, of course, in the Anor Londo Cathedral. You know me, I can't stay away. I was parading myself out around here, trying to level up slightly. To no avail. Did not actually get enough souls at any point to level up. But you may notice some Silver Knight corpses lying around. That was me. I take responsibility there. I figured as I was quitting out I could sit at the bonfire and let them respawn, but I actually managed to get rid of them with full health and 6 Estus flasks remaining. So I thought, I'll just quit out and then I'll explain why there are dead Silver Knights. So here we are. We're in that reality. And I apologize for bringing you into my nonsense. So I have not yet picked up any of the items here. Let's go ahead and do that now. Couple of souls. It is very fun to see this. It's the exact same architecture, like they may have just ported the model in direct from Dark Souls Remastered. But it's fun to see it all snowy and in a completely different location. Alright. I don't think there's anything down there, but we'd better give a quick peek. Hello and welcome. Good to see you there in the chat. And I'm so sorry that there's work involved. Oh goodness. Okay, not seeing anything off here. So if you may remember, or whatever the correct way to structure that sentence is, there's this side tower here that is only connected to the main cathedral via that bridge, which leads to the stairs, which, in Dark Souls original, had a lovely giant blacksmith. That was one of our main blacksmiths in here. Sadly, as we enter, you may see an old friend with an old friend's hammer. But he has long since perspired, it seems. And we will give his coal to Andre in his loving memory. My apologies, giant blacksmith, for whatever happened to you. Perhaps just the long, steady decay of time. If these stairs are any indication. Okay, so I did not clear out, I should mention, anywhere beyond the original staircase. There could be Silver Knights or any manner of beastie out here at any time. Here's the bridge we were looking at earlier. Clerics. Deacons of the deep. They have invaded here too. And their filth is dripping from the ceilings, apparently. Oh, goodness. I should have expected. I mean, we are in Irithyll. I should have expected the deacons had corrupted Anor Londo as well. But I feel a little betrayed. This is just like that biblical allegory, where Jesus returns to the temple to find it full of tax collectors, only these are deacons of the deep. Effectively exactly that. So the hallway further in that I recall being here is blocked. Very interesting. The deacons have begun their firing line. That's fair enough. Oh, there are quite a few of them. I wonder if it would be worthwhile just to run down and open the door so that I can get straight in here? Or what would be my best plan of attack? That seems rough. Okay, I'm gonna try this way, since there are fewer of them. Just snag that real quick. Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Me? I'm not here. Don't worry about me. Do not take me into account. Hey, buddy. Buddy friend? Pal of mine? So close. So close to being of any use whatsoever. And yet, no. See if I can at least get my soul pile a little closer to the bonfire here. Cursed. I think that should be clear. The moment it sprung from the ceiling, I became cursed. I'm just seeing the chat there. Yes, I do believe there were whips involved in that allegorical tale. Yes. It was very kinky down at the temple. Me again. Those good old Silver Knights. So everything up this way can just kill you instantly. There's not a single thing here I'm capable of fighting. Let's try this again. Goodbye, Estes. It's nice knowing you. Okay, there's another guy over there, but let's just try to leave him alone for now. Also to note, here's another prism stone and a special sign. This is not a player summon sign requesting cooperation. This is the next part of our Anri of Astora quest path. We found him in the catacombs. We were able to tell him about Horus. We found him in the Church of Yorshka, and we were able to get rid of the pilgrim following him, which would lead to his assassination. I don't know if that was the assassin itself, or just the person telling the assassin where he is. I'm not sure, but either way we have saved his life by removing the pilgrim from play, and therefore he has made it to Anor Londo. He is now in front of that fog gate back there, I believe is for Aldrich. One of our most unpleasant lords of Cinder. Eating of children and whatnot. Ahem. And so this is the end of the Vengeance quest path. If you touch this summon sign, you will go to Anri's world and kill Anri's version of Aldrich, resolving oh so much childhood trauma of Anri and Horus, who were the only two children to escape from this dreadful place. So, that is very important, and will be fun. You can actually skirt right into the fight instead of having to deal with these deacons. However, it doesn't count for your reality. If you kill Aldrich there, you still have to kill him here. You just get a sneak peek and a little extra, you know, practice at it, which is fantastic. Thank you. Oh goodness, thank you. So we can choose what order we want to do that in, I believe. Though I am not sure if you kill Aldrich in your reality, if Anri then can't. Like, I don't know if this goes away if you do it first. So we probably want to help Anri before we go through that fog gate ourselves. My apologies. I am struggling with my throat and breath. It seems every Monday lately I find a way to worry myself sick about the week to come, and I end up waking up rather early here. Let me check my watch. Rather early in unfortunate circumstances. So I do apologize. I'm trying to keep the windpipes open. There we go. Just had to stagger it once. That was all it took. Aldrich's Ruby. Okay. Let's get a peek at that. Hoping I'm safe for one moment. Recovers HP from critical attacks. Well, that could be nice. That could be very nice. Might switch that in instead of this pyromancy one, in fact, since I'm not really using pyromancies actively. Alright. Since we have defeated that wolf spider thing, I'll consider that progress enough towards our own fog gate. Let's go ahead and get a peek here. This will be Aldrich, an upcoming Lord of Cinder. And dear Anri, our friend, will hopefully enjoy this, should we succeed.
I thought it might be you. No, this only bolsters my
So this is Aldrich, the World Eater, I believe he calls himself. The Devourer of Gods. He may have switched titles recently. And you may also notice that he bears a striking resemblance currently to Gwendolyn, the child of Gwyn, who was raised using feminine moon magic, or whatever that whole story is. And I will tell you some thoughts about that in a moment here, as to my Gwendolyn might be back. But not while he's killing me. That would be difficult. Now you've fired up the place, haven't you? I hope you're proud. Yeah, that's what you expect. That's what you expect from a boss, sure. Alright, come on. Come on, you rat. I love you, Anri.
I owe this to you. Thank you. Truly. Horace.
Smooches.
We've done it. We really have.
Alright. So that is his reality. Anri has now found the vengeance that he has sought since he was a small child escaping from Irithyll. Oh goodness. I'm so sorry. For everything that's happened, and especially for having to kill Horace, just to mention it. Alright. So we are now embered, which I do believe means we'll be able to see any other summon signs that may be in front of our own version. And so, a quick note about why did Gwendolyn appear to be attacking us? How does Gwendolyn still exist this far in the future? Well, Aldrich is now calling himself the Devourer of Gods. He has been known up until this point as the Devourer of the World, or, you know, men. You've known that he has eaten children and adventurers to make himself stronger for many thousands of years. However, he has lately begun to eat gods as the world is shifting and these old kingdoms are popping back up in the middle of Lothric. Old gods, too, are popping back up in the middle of Lothric. And Aldrich appears to have found Gwendolyn in the Dark Moon tomb, and when we burst in there to attack him, he was halfway through eating. Gwendolyn is halfway down Aldrich's throat, and that's what we're fighting. You're not actually fighting Gwendolyn. He is just using Gwendolyn as a hand puppet. And it's deeply disturbing. Oh, just unfortunate to think about. So for a long time, I think the first time I went through here, I was like, why is Gwendolyn back? I don't get it. I don't understand why he's attacking us. Like, he could certainly be back any time in the schism of timelines we have going on, but I didn't understand, you know, the aggression necessarily. And then I realized, oh goodness, Gwendolyn does not have a say in this. As unfortunate as that is. So strangely, I am not seeing any summon signs. I was hoping we might get lucky here. Let me check up the stairs just to make sure. I'm sure it's too much to hope that a, somehow... Oh, I can't remember his name all of a sudden. Solaire. Knight Solaire. I'm sure it would be too much to hope for Knight Solaire to be involved. This just feels like a family reunion in that way. So I'm curious. But I don't see any summon signs down there. Whatsoever. Okay. I'm sure Anri is off celebrating and has no time to help me in turn. That's fair. So I guess let's just try it. I do have a rather unfortunate level of souls, but who needs souls? Got me. It's really unfortunate without a distraction of some sort. Really, any sort of distraction would be great. My face. I didn't ask for this. So many spells. There goes my Ember status. So yes, despite the fact that I assume this one might have less health, since me and Anri are not fighting it together, very, very difficult to hit it without him focusing on someone else with his attacks. All of those little homing soul arrows. In addition to the rain of arrows from above. Yikes. So there goes my Ember, and there goes about 47,000. But it wasn't helping me much anyway. These guys, however, in 2 hits, could easily take away my 47,000. You are just ahead of me every step of the way. He earned that. I think he might get my 47,000 souls now. I'm just going to say that's canonical. That's what he was after. Fair enough. They're yours. You enjoy them. So that is what we're dealing with. That will be our next big obstacle there. I'm very glad we were able to do it with Anri. Not sure if I just got lucky or if maybe his reality of Aldrich has less health. I don't know. So we can certainly try it again. Or we have the Profaned Capital we still need to work on. Let's run down there briefly. Just to get a little variety of the environment in. We're going from effectively the top of the world at the Cathedral of Anor Londo to the very, very bottom of the world. Deep below a mountain. A mountain and a dungeon. And then the basement of that dungeon, and then under that, the sewer system of the dungeon, and then us. For some reason, I had thought we got another bonfire in here already, but that must not be the case. We must have just been saving it. think we did go around the other side, like we ended up there on that platform and fought a gargoyle, etc. Let's go down this way. Yes. Yes, can I help you? Well, apparently not. Oh, there it was. I thought it was a landing noise, rather than a whooshy fire noise. I'll leave that item for just a second. Worth a shot? There we go. Let's go get that item. And get roasted in the back? Sure. What are you guys watching? Some Teletubbies on over there, or... No? I feel... yep, there it is. I was gonna say, I feel like there's something watching me from above, and so it is. I'll waste an Estus in pursuit of this. More health than I hoped they'd have. Give me a pillar. Give me a pillar to hide behind. That didn't go well. And there's the gargoyle. Good. Okay, wasting another Estus then. Okay. So there's one side of priests. Looks like we have a whole nother side of priests. Okay. And this is just equal parts treasure hoard and what appears to be charred corpses? Fantastic! What a hoard you've accumulated for yourselves. I hope you're proud. And another fog gate. Great. Just what I needed. Alright, let's take a peek out here, since there are a few less priests. How did I miss those first two strikes? I need Neil deGrasse Tyson over here. If he's available, and I can afford him, I'm not sure. Speaking engagement fees, what they are. Alright, so we're down here. There's the ladder we came down. No one is going to shoot at anyone now that I've removed the brazier, folks. Let's take a peek down here. Let's see what else is going to try to kill us. That rusted coin could certainly kill us. anyone sees, like, an old dwarven corpse snuggled up holding a book near a well that has perhaps a bucket and a chain attached to said bucket, just don't touch. Stay away. Okay. Little strange that you've used this entire ruined bridge structure in all of its grandeur to give me 2 rusted coins, but sure. No, I understand. I know what I'm worth now. Okay, so if there was a gargoyle ambush on that side, it stands to reason. There he is. Hey, buddy. Do you want to maybe deal with this before we involve the priests? Want to deal with this diplomatically? No? We're involving the priests, then. Oh, he got me good. These do appear to be those same, now that I look at them clearly, they appear to be the same aristocrats that are guarding the Irithyll Dungeon. Their robes are just cleaner, is all. And they don't have that cursed health removal spell, whatever that was. Goodness. Okay. I'm sorely tempted to waste another Estus flask, but let's just go for it. Let's just go for it instead. Are you never gonna leave that pillar? Is that where you live now? Kinda seems so. There, he's made it. Oh, come on! That went back and forth a good 3 times there. I thought I was dead, but I was like, oh no, he's dead. And then I was like, nope, I'm dead again. And then I thought, no, maybe he's dead. But it wasn't to be. Oh well. I'm also assuming none of these gargoyles are single enemies. I'm assuming, yep, there he is. They will be there every time, likely along with the priests. So there goes that progress, but at least we got some nice rusted coins out of the arrangement. Oh wow, I'm just now realizing I kind of thought one of them was turning and firing a fireball at me. They're all collectively standing around the brazier, and the brazier is firing. They're creating a turret out of it somehow. It's a rather interesting move, and I'm impressed. I don't think there's much of anything there. While we have the chance, let's go ahead and take a peek in here. You're the giant. That may have been premature. Now that I remember, now that I think about it, when I fought this guy originally, I believe Siegward was with me. The Catarina Onion Knight. So I'm wondering if we missed something. I should have been embered in order to have him be involved. That would be nice. And also, as it happens, I don't damage this guy. I don't know why I don't damage this guy. It is perhaps a story reason. But that's fine. I will happily sacrifice my life here so that we can perhaps get Siegward. I think he has like a sword that can do lightning or wind effects. It's called Storm Ruler. And I believe it takes down Yorm's armor or something like that. So you kind of need Siegward as part of the fight for his special weapon that actually does damage to this guy. In fact, what is that? I'm seeing a thing up here. Storm Ruler, that's the sword. So they give it to you too, just in case. I think you can either have Siegward use it, or you could use it. I would have to be able to switch into it during. It'll be a bit of a tall order. Yeah, I am not sure how to get enough time away from him. Would have to be after a strike. Also just having him break all of these pillars out of curiosity. Just caught a peek of Storm Ruler there. Alright, so we have no more pillars and nothing happened. Just curious. Now holding Storm Ruler. Okay. Okay, double-handed. Do anything necessarily. And I'm dead. At least we got to try it. So yes, there is something involving Storm Ruler. Let me check the description of it, and then we will also look around for Siegward, assuming we have been following his path correctly, which I'm not entirely sure of. But this is Storm Ruler. It's got the, oh, what's that called? The guard? Down at the very base of the hilt. Which is an interesting design. And it has a little smaller one up top, like a little barb. I like it. I like barb. Alright, a broken blade, also known as the Giant Slayer. It has a strength of storm which brings giants to their knees. That is the thing, whatever it is. So, Storm King skill, most effective when facing giants, assume stance. So I think I have to be dual wielding it, then I have to do like a left trigger to assume the stance that will imbue the sword with a storm, and then I have to fire it at him to bring him to his knees, and then I think while he's kneeling, I can attack him. So that's why it's really, really helpful if Siegward does it, because then you don't have to, like, switch weapons. He can bring him to his knees, etc., etc. So I'm gonna hope that I can actually switch back to these, and that we will find our friend here. Let me go ahead and use one now. We'll try to skirt past all the gargoyles. Just look for where he is as the priority. Man, I should have actually... What would have been perfect for this is I should have helped Anri with Aldrich, which embered us, and then I should have come right here and gotten Siegward. That would have been such a nice, jolly, cooperative sequence. But we're doing it anyway, just with a few extra deaths and cost to me. It's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, this isn't... this isn't going well. That was interesting. Yikes. Okay, gargoyle's gonna come down there. Where are you, my friend? Well, okay. Kinda hoped it would be right there. There's always the chance we need to find him somewhere else first. Oh, there's always that chance. I should probably be looking it up before I waste too many more embers. Sometimes those guys are just very hard to fight. Sometimes they're fine, and they're like tissue paper. Sometimes it's just terrible. I'm not sure why exactly these guys can't fire a big load of flame directly down this narrow hallway and destroy me. You'd think if they can shoot the bridge above, this wouldn't be that big a deal, but nah, I'll appreciate the safety. So it's possible his summon sign is out there. I guess we'd better check. But I'm sure not seeing it. Okay, let me look this up before I waste any more of your precious time here. Because I'm assuming at this point that we may need to speak to him again in another location. I think the last time we saw him was all the way back in Undead Settlement, when we fought that fire demon or something like that. Let's see. Dark Souls 3... Siegward. One moment. So sorry. So sorry to be cheating. Alright, step 1. You'll find him in the Undead Settlement. Step 2. He will be found in a well outside of the Cathedral of the Deep's cleansing chapel bonfire. You won't be able to speak to him until you've completed these steps. You must open Rosaria's bedchamber. You must reload the area. Okay. So he is back in another location. That's fine. Let's go find him. I'm so sorry. I am indeed missing something. Hopefully we can get back up the ladder here. we could just die. That's fine, too. Oh, really? Does it not let you use the skill? Let me satisfy my curiosity here. I think I was hitting the wrong button when I was trying it earlier. Double-handed, get into stance, and then... Yeah, not sure if he has, like, the... I thought he did a big overhand, whooshy strike that, like, released a vortex of air that brought him to his knees. That may still do it, but that's not looking quite as impressive as what I remember Siegward doing. So you may be absolutely right, that you need Siegward, in fact. But it might be worth trying one of those on the giant whenever I get a chance. Okay, so we need to go to the Cathedral of the Deep, the Cleansing Chapel. And just outside, now that we have opened Rosaria's bedchamber, so you need to go, you know, over the rafters and down to that Wormy Man area. The area of Wormy Men. But apparently after that has happened, Siegward finds his way into a well, rather unfortunately. He's not feeling well. But he also is, in a literal sense. So I'm assuming it's right outside. There's a well. Hello, hello.
Anyone there? Anyone at all?
Yes, I am here. Do you need me to save you?
Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me! Siegward of Catarina! I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor. Did you
Bald gentleman, was it? Name of Patches? Do I? Do I have it? I might, but I don't know if I have, like, the full set.
Oh, my armor.
We might have coincidentally bought it from Patches, not knowing that he had actually stolen it from Siegward.
With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, comrade.
Okay. So, he should find his way out of the well now. It does not say there are other steps, no need to worry. Okay. So next he should be found on the way down to the Profaned Capital there. I believe he's between the Irithyll Dungeon. Let's see, I think we can go directly to this one. Distant Manor. So he may not be here since we've already cleared the dungeon. There's 2 potential locations he can now be, if I'm reading this correctly. He's either here making some soup, or if you have already progressed into the dungeon, he may be found in the next location, locked up in a cell. I think that leads right out, so he must be going down. Check here, just in case. Yep, I forgot about that one. Forgot about the spurt of flame that requires no line of sight. My bad. Invaded by dark spirit Alva. Okay. I always forget I should be exploring around EMBER. That's weird. I would have thought it was before here, but maybe I'm crazy. Where was the soup? I know we saw the second soup. There's one in the undead settlement, and then we were like, oh, there's one here. There's Alva. While I'm looking at my laptop. Don't you crossbow me. I heard that sound. Trying to crossbow a young person in the middle of the dungeon. What behavior is this? Ah. Fair enough. No. The Murakumo. Thank you. Thank you for this Murakumo. Okay. Give me, 1 second here. Trying to find this location. So it's in the pit full of rats with a sleeping giant. There's a dungeon cell window. Let's try that. I think that's actually just out this shortcut we most recently opened. Should be in the room with the rats and giant. I'm gonna assume, since I have beaten the dungeon, since I've gotten out to the Profaned Capital, he may already be in this cell. But if he's not, we'll go looking for that soup. I should take it very, very slowly with the rats. There's just a lot of them, and there's no way past it. We'll let that be an example of what not to do. Excuse me. So he must be off this way, maybe? Or maybe not. There it goes. Yar, she blows. Alright. I do not have any undead hunter charms. I also don't have any undead hunter charms. I'm not sure what those are. So I should probably not fight the mimic. I should probably use a bonfire and restock. But I still have no idea where our friend is. Must have walked right past him down there, but let's take a peek. They seem to be very insistent that I attack the giant from above, somehow. I'm just not sure I'm emotionally prepared to do that. So there is an item we can get to up there. Let me keep that in mind. But it is not our current priority. Peeking back in here. Just gotta pay the rat toll every time, apparently. So it could be that little barred window there. Let's go take a peek if we can get rid of the rats. And I do not want to hit the giant for any reason. Still respawning. Still coming out of these little gates. Ah, there's the giant. Okay. I thought he would stay sleepy. I had so hoped. Go back to sleep. It's not important. More rats? Really? At a time like this? Irresponsible. So is it this cell window and it's not... He's not there. Or is that not the correct cell window? I have so many questions. So it could be that he's still drinking Estus soup and he's not there yet. Or I could be in the wrong place. That looks like an aristocrat. Huh. I can't think of anywhere else it would be down here, specifically in this room, without being that. So perhaps he is still up at the soup. Which means I just need to go find the soup. Goodness, I wish I had a charm for that. I'm tempted just to start slashing and see what happens. But oh, I hate fighting mimics. You know how much I hate fighting mimics. So my best guess, my operating theory, is that we have not missed another cell window down here. That must be the correct one. And he must just not be there yet. Let me try to find this other location. I am having a hard time remembering. It does say, I missed a note under the previous step. If you did not speak with Siegward in the well, you can still have the Estus soup meeting with him, even if you went to the dungeon. Just go talk to him in the well and give his armor. Immediately after, he can be found by the fireplace. So yes, we are looking for him in the soup, because we didn't speak to him at all. Apparently, if we had spoken to him and did not have his armor and then went through the dungeon, he would skip right here, for some reason. But since we didn't even do any part of it, we're fine. So I just need to find that location. Okay, I get it now. It says it's in the sewer connected to the lake by the distant manor bonfire. That makes more sense. So we'll go one bonfire up. Distant manor. Thank you for bearing with me. I think I finally know where the soup is. Alright, so we did want to go back out to the lake, to the sewer connected to the lake. You know the one. So there's some rather unfortunate beasties between us and the soup. We'll deal with it. Alright, that's the thing that I always think is an item. Is it an item now? That's so weird. It specifically wasn't before. There's like that shiny part of the wall. And we went back there and I thought like, oh, that shiny part of the wall keeps making me think there's an item here. But now I'm fairly convinced there is in fact an item. Suddenly. Grey rat! Oh, darn it. I'm sorry, Grey rat. Oh. Oh. Now I'm sad. So I just sent him... you know, you send him off on fetch quests to various towns that you've, like, cleared. You're like, oh, you've been to Irithyll, eh? I could go get you a right nice piece of kit from there. And apparently, this one is just too dangerous. I'm sorry, Grey Rat. Oh well, let's console ourselves with some soup and good cheer. Siegward? Siegward? Siegward, my love? Gentle shake. That's the way.
Oh, excuse me, I must have dozed off.
That's perfectly
It's
fine.
rather warm in here. Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you.
Oh, you too.
I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegward of Catarina, offer my deepest gratitude. And a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours.
A little surprise. The ability to emit force.
I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Esther soup. I've got some stewing right now.
I see that.
We undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time. And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast. To your valor, my sword, and our swan. Long may the sun shine.
Aha!
Have you heard? Somewhere, Hidden right here in Irithyll is a deep dungeon.
Yeah,
And even
this
below
is
that,
it.
the Profaned Capital, home of Yhorm, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep.
You're pretty much in the dungeon even now. I mean, this might still be considered part of the Irithyll castle structure, but you're like 4 feet away.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
Indeed. And he's instantly knocked out. Good for you. Oh, good for you, sir. Alright, let's leave him alone. I have to mention the incredible lyricism coming out of the chat here. These... Suddenly Siegward is serving me Estes. Suddenly Siegward's forgotten my spoon. So I really don't need any Estes soup. There'd be no benefit whatsoever, but oh, I am hungry for soup. Let's do it. So at this point, he should now be down in the cell. Have a nice nap. We'll go spawn at the bonfire and check that rat cell. We'll have to kill every single rat again from scratch. I hope you're looking forward to that as I am. I still never came back and fought the Guardian here. To my knowledge, the Crocodile Dundee, for lack of a better word. Okay, I'll just skip this tiny staircase. It's really not important in the slightest, but I'll skip it. Suddenly Siegward is tasting delicious. What? All right. Let's see if there's any difference. Get him angry real quick. See if it's just the first time. Oh, no, you're not back asleep yet. Okay, my bad. There you go. I didn't wait for the thunk. Please, rats, you're only hurting yourselves. Good, I can talk. He is in there. We are in the right place. Just have to get rid of these rats. Just have to get rid of these. It's gotta be getting close. Are they actually infinite? I think I have that thought every time. 'Cause there are so many, as if to make you think, are they actually infinite? And then they stop, to make you feel a fool. Alright, hey buddy.
Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. Oh, look at me. Trapped like a rat. But you needn't worry. I've just been sitting here weighing my options. The moment has almost come. I just need a bit more time.
Oh, certainly.
Liberation, the key. My liberation.
I've got it. I could pass it through the bars. Do you want it? I mean, I'm right here. You just have to slide to the left 2 times. Is all. Okay, no, I'll do all the work. I'll figure it out. That's fine. So you need to talk to him and free him, or at the very least free him, obviously. You may not need to talk to him beforehand. And I think we have to get all the way back around to, like, the Profaned Capital. You have to actually beat the dungeon to get around to him. But I want to see what's up here momentarily. Since we're here, let's try to get this item. I'm not entirely sure I can make that gap, but we're going for it. Aha. Alright, and this will just take me back in somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to remember how nearby a bonfire is to this guy, or if I should just go back over. I don't know. I don't know which would be better. But I am very curious about this. So here we are. That's not what I wanted, but also kind of is, because I just want to get to a bonfire. So let's do it. Alright, we're just skipping. Technically, we could walk this section, but I'm skipping down to the Profaned Capital bonfire, and we'll come back around and find him here. Oh, thank you very, very much for the bits. Firing off their various colors there. That is lovely. Travel to Profaned Capital. Alright. So we're looking for that, like, church in the sticky swamp, for which I'm assuming I go this way. It's a little bit unfortunate because the instructions are saying, go down the ladder. and then you'll be right where you need to be. And I'm like, dude, from this bonfire, there are two okay. But I think it might be this one. Let me take a quick peek. Because we get out this way, and then it gets swampy. And there's a whole bunch of holes in the floor. Yes, yes, this is the right spot. In fact, we may even be able to just go down one of the holes and then exit that cave to get to the church we need to, but here it is. Why jump down holes unnecessarily? So his cell is just beyond the church. What I don't remember is if you have to climb up the ladder immediately, or if you have to, like, go around somehow. Hopefully it will become clear to us. I think it must be up this staircase, because this is looking more prison-y here. And we all know you should make decisions based on what looks more prison-y. That's the way to go. Huh. I was expecting it to be pretty much right there, right at the end of that hallway. Seems about right. Though I guess I am like a level too high. Oh, get out of here. I always forget about those invisible guys. It's those guys that scare me so much because they're standing right here the entire time. You just can't see them. Okay, so I'm definitely in the right spot. I'm just one level too high. So let's check down here. Huh. Maybe it is through the church. Checking the guide. Checking. Okay, the church is surrounded by sewer centipedes. Take the ladder on the right of the church, make your way to the roof. On top of the roof is a hostile NPC. We already took care of him. From the roof towards the stairs, there's an open window in a wall you need to jump through. You'll have to jump from the roof to enter. Alright, here's what I'm missing. Slash had no idea whatsoever about. Open window. We did get this item, yes. Double checking. Alright. Aha! Thank you, Internet. Thank you for reuniting me with my friend. Hey! It's me again.
You are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Siegward of Catarina, express my deepest gratitude. Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, no, please.
I'm deeply
Go on.
grateful.
I've my own road to take, and a duty to fulfill. Very soon.
Very soon.
No, and
Okay, we got a covetous gold serpent ring out of it, too. Lovely. It would be so easy, you know, like we were all prepared to potentially kill Yorm the Giant there. Not that we could do any damage to him. But it's like it would be so easy to think, oh, this guy's just too hard. I'm never going to play the game again. And there's all this other stuff you just have to do to get, like, Siegward. It's always both impressive to me and a little strange to me how much effort they put into kind of obscuring the quest lines and storylines. It's like, don't you want us to adventure with Siegward? Don't you want to point him out so we know that's the correct path? It's like, oh, no. We're not going to point anything out for you, ever. And why would we? I was impressed with From Software. Almost more meaningful to have had to scour it out, you know, using old internet guides and figure it out yourself than it would be if they had made it obvious. So I'm riding the fence. Boy, am I chafed. Alrighty, so we should now be able to continue on down. I guess we didn't get any lower bonfire that I can think of. So we must be headed back from here down to Yorm, and hopefully Siegward will now be a summon option. We have about 15 minutes left in the session here. Let me go ahead and rest at the bonfire, and then let's give it a try. I am still embered from some accident of fate. I don't remember how exactly. So if I can make it down there alive, let's see if we can at least find where his summon sign is. Perhaps even give it a shot. In the next 15. Once again, I'm assuming it'll be like right in front of the gate, but I should be looking around in case that is not the case. And apparently it's not. Just leave. Just take as many corpses and goblets as you want and leave. Give me one moment here. Okay, so apparently this one's different. According to the guide here, after saving him from his cell, upon entering the fog wall that leads to Yorm the Giant, a cutscene will trigger with Siegward walking alongside the player into the boss arena. Okay. So I don't need to summon him. I am trusting that that's not a troll, as that sounds different from every other possible way it could work. But sure, yeah. Let's try it. A cutscene. Hey, buddy. Nice storm ruler.
Yorm. Old friend.
It seems to be a rather sad reunion.
Have come to uphold my promise. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
It seems as if they used to be friends. And he perhaps has a, hey, if I have ever gone crazy and live in a room full of charred corpses, I need you to take care of it sort of situation. Oh, that was very, very close. Siegward just saved my life. That was bad. It was bad of me. Stop being greedy for extra hits. In fact, I'm going to take this one just to have an Estus. Good job, Siegward. I don't think he liked doing that, and I'm sorry. It's also important to note he's not summoned, so he doesn't disappear. We actually did this together, and I think it's the only time in the game you actually get that experience, and it's really, really sweet to me. Because every other time you're kind of intersecting someone else's reality, and in this one, you and Siegward exist. You fight the demon, you share a drink together, you're not shifting in and out, and you help him put his friend who has gone mad to rest. And I love the Onion Man.
It seems I am in your debt once again. My thanks. I could have not kept my promise without you. Now, for a final toast. To your valor, and my old friend Yorm. Long may the sun shine.
Here's to you. All right.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap.
Oh yeah, you've earned it.
Really, after a nice toast. You are a true friend. Best of luck with your duty. Well, the only thing you are a...
All right. So yes, I do believe you're absolutely correct in the chat there that you can't do that move with your Storm Ruler. It must be that there's like they're a pairing, but Siegward's is powered in a way yours is not. And it must be that it's an item given to Siegward by Yorm, I have to assume, being an ancient item specifically to kill giants. He gave it to Siegward with the promise, if I go crazy, if I go corrupt, use this weapon that is effective against giants to take me down. There's no other way. Like, literally, we tried, and there's no other way. You need that extra bit of oomph, or whatever it is. So it's so sad. I don't know how long they were actually planning this, or what exactly went wrong to cause Yorm to become profaned. But I am glad that things are slightly more at peace now. That being the case, let us go back to Firelink and place the crown. I believe we are ready. Alright. See if we can find his throne. I assume it will be rather large. Perhaps this one. Yorm. And we offer him a place of honor. Hey, Ludleth. Okay. So we got the Abyss Watchers, we got Yorm. Let me refresh my memory on what this one is. We may be able to afford a level up as well. Aldrich. So that's the one we'll be getting next, most likely. And then it's just the big one left. With Ludleth in place. That will, it should actually open Lothric Castle proper once we have Aldrich in his chair. But that should be all for now.
Welcome home, Ashen. Speak thine. Very well, then touch taken.
Let's bump dexterity up another.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Ah, how?
There are Grey Rat's ashes. Ah, the prisoner's sheath. I forgot about that.
Passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash be. I only.
And Grey Rat.
Passing
With my apologies.
It lived mere moments ago.
Oh, that's sad.
Forgive an old woman's idle praise.
And all this ash feels warm, as if it
I'm
lived
sure
mere
an
moments
ashen
ago.
one such as
Yep,
thee would never indulge
that
such
was Grey
base
Rat.
contrivances.
That's a little hint, too, she's giving you. Like, oh, this is so warm. As if you might have killed someone and taken their ashes to give to me so that it would unlock items for purchase. And she's like, you would never do something like that, would you? Wink, 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 wink. It's like, yeah, you can totally do that later. You can do it at any time, really. If you murder NPCs, their items usually end up here. And it's nice that she's hinting at that, as disturbing as it is. Okay, I still can't get chunks, but she now has some other goodies. Wonder if those came from Grey Rat. Can only buy one washing pole. I always tend to buy the things you can only buy one of, for whatever reason. Okay, we still have the Eastern set we're picking up. Now we have Carla's set. Rather strangely. I wonder if that was from the prisoner chief or Grey Rat's ashes. Strange. So we can now get a lovely witch's hat of our very own at the next opportunity. In fact, here's the next opportunity. We have it.
Be sure.
Hey! Guess what I bought? You're never gonna guess. Especially if you don't look up. You're just never even gonna... You're never gonna know that, okay, this was a huge waste of time. Good to see you, Anri. Alright, I will leave it here for now. I have rambled on long enough. We've beaten Yorm. The soul of the Lord, the cinder of the Lord, has been placed on the throne, as it should be. We are at Aldrich's very doorstep. We shall try to take him down next time, and got quite a bit of good progress. Thank you for your time and attention, and I will look forward to adventuring again very soon. Bye for now.